Hey then, there's there's a YouTube video called "Sounds from the Department Store" or "More Sounds from the Department Store," and it's like showing these like old like pre those old stores like 60s and 70s and maybe 80s. I'm not sure, but pictures of like department stores and then like the kind of music that usually comes over the intercom, and it's running right now. I can just put that on in the background. Of course, you probably can't hear it, so because I got the silent suppression, and as long as it's not super loud, it doesn't pick up on the microphone. But that'd be kind of funny though if it did. Okay, so we're back, and yes, this shuffle girl video has been looping forever and ever, and I'm gonna see if I'm right. If I'm right tomorrow, when I look on the when I look on the past streams, it shouldn't say anything about copyright because I don't think this is copyrighted. I think the one that was copyrighted was actually the video graphics loops that I played yesterday and the day before. The sparkles and the like the cow texture, look like a black and white lava lamp kind of thing. And I'm betting that was the thing that had the copyright on it because it said copyright and it said the owner allows it, and so when I picked the free deals, I think that's what happened. Anyways, anyways, let's get to it. And let's tell a redot discussion. Okay, streaming part two. You probably grab self promo promo as it's always to my link. Okay, so this is what we were doing. Uh, let me read these there. She reluctantly agrees. Um, okay, so these are all going to be. Okay, so instead of actually setting up a separate page, I decided. Now I did add an extra option in there, but instead of setting up a separate page, uh, I'm going to do the deal where he's gonna go with her disguised as a werewolf. That read back to the wolf village. He tells her if they ask, no one there. She also says, but that red quickly decides to go back to. He tells her if they ask for proof, he can probably do something if he disguises himself as a werewolf. So after a few magic words and a wiggling of his fingers, he transforms into a werewolf, and they go to the village. Okay, so that okay, and this one is red with Max behind her goes to the werewolf village. Okay, so they actually already go to the village in there, so I don't actually need to put that in there. So let's append that a little bit. She finally agrees, and then he tells her to tell them that he's her servant. Okay, so it already says they go, so I just modify this. Yes, a transformation spell, and soon he's a feet tall, covered in fur from head to toe. And fur, covered in fur from, okay. Now we'll just, okay, so we'll leave that like that. Okay, Control S. Oh, keep forgetting. We'll save that in a second when I fix these other ones. So let's look at this one. A few more things that look they're brief fun, but hints that could be. Mentions he can probably protect her and possibly help with proof if he transforms into a girl. After he transforms, he tells her to say he's her servant and not to tell them he's Max. So I don't guess I need all those words, but let's do that anyways. And let's go ahead and check this out. And what does this one say? He also says he wants to try something and transforms himself into a werewolf. After he mentions she should call him her servant and not to let them know who he is. I guess it doesn't really matter in those other pages. It's fine. Maybe I can do it later. It doesn't really matter that much. We're getting this down, and that's good. Okay. So now we have this, and we're not going to put decision points in here. It might be rid of her of the curse if they join. Want proof? She gestures to Max, who promptly transforms back into a man. Werewolves throw red, and Max. And I won't say throw because it now they got Max there. After he transforms back, the werewolves put them into a hut. They debate joining, eventually agree, and then bring Red and Max back out. Red tells Max to return the castle, which he does. Okay. Okay. Now, what's the next one? Kurt, Rath's second in command, leaves the werewolf village after remembering Red and Violet's rivalry. Kurt then travels to Fairy God College to meet with Violet. Kurt reveals Red was promising to remove their curses and that he didn't want that. Kurt asks Violet to make him leader of the pack. Violet agrees if he eliminates Red and brings her Red's hood and the totem and the werewolf totem of leadership. Okay. We'll save the data. We'll go into here. And this is the one where we also have some extra pages here. Now this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to also make some copies of these. I'm going to make some copies of these. And it's fine if they all point to the same deal. This is actually going to point to those 2 extra pages. And we're going to do the duplicate pages there. Okay. So we'll do that right about now. So Ting was still the power play. Kurt does the deed. So we're gonna copy. I'm actually going to go ahead and think for a moment. I'm going to, okay, so I'm going to need 2, and I'm going to need 4, and then, I don't know if I need, we'll say 5, we'll say 5. Um, so we need 4 more copies. So let's copy that, paste, 2, that's number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. Okay. Let's rename this. We're going to name this page 4. Name this 4. P4. I'm going to rename this P3. Rename this P2. And rename this page 1. Okay. This is the deed. Okay, so I'm gonna just like rename these now. We're gonna call this one Requiem for Red. I don't actually know what Requiem means. What does Requiem actually mean? Requiem. Wait a second. Don't I have a one open? There we go. Define Requiem. A mass for a deceased person. Musical composition for such a mass. A hymn composition or service for the dead. Okay. Now, of course, there's nothing to do with music here, but the idea is that I wonder if I should use that though. I mean, yeah, it's for the dead, but um, Red's Last Ride. Red Dead Hood. Okay. Dead Riding Hood. Okay, why not? Why not? Rename this to Dead Riding Hood. Okay? And we're gonna rename this one to um, Oh, the totem of leadership. Well, it can still be the totem of leadership, though. Um, how to steal a totem. Do that. Now, page 3, we're going to say it's directly under, and we're going to rename this to how to steal a totem, because it's essentially the same page, right? Different order. Since we're not doing loops here, we are instead doing a new page, and so they can have the same page name. How to steal a totem. Okay. Rename this. Dead Riding Hood. No. Oh, wait a second. Wait a minute. We'll just do it anyways, though. Dead Riding Hood. Actually needed, but, okay. Copy. Paste. Rename. We're going to rename this. Page 5. And we're going to be, what happens? I don't know. Let me look at this for. Let me look at the thing for a second here. Um, that's not it. Does the deed? Does the deed? Okay. Kurt returns to Fairy God College. I guess I don't need that, do I? I don't need him. I mean, I can say in the thing he returns in the pages, so I don't need to do that. So let's not do that. Let's go ahead and delete that. Yep. Yep, we'll delete that. Okay. So now we need to rename these and their doors, basically. They're all four of them are going to go to Zanzibar the Great, so I don't need to rename the door. I need to rename the door of the first one. In fact, the bottom ones are gonna have. Okay, I get it. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do the doors inside the Redot editor. So, am I talking here? Where's where's my thing here? I'm talking, right? Okay, good. Oh, hey, Rick. Good evening. Sorry I didn't see you there because I didn't have the thing in the foreground. Um, so yeah. Um, I don't know if I'll get to 16 today. Because I have only an hour left, and I still have to finish this part of chapter 6. So we'll get started on chapter 16, but I won't be doing anything. Um, I'll be starting it. So like I said, the end of Friday. I was hoping to be sooner. If we could have got it done today, then maybe I could have started on chapter 7, which is Zanzibar's story. Maybe I could have started on it tomorrow and got a good ways into it, but that's quite all right. We're still got on good. We're we're still going quickly here, which is good. Okay, so Kurt. Okay, what do I want to do? Um, yes, we are going to go ahead and open these up, And first I'm going to rename them. Does the deed. They're not all going to Zanzibar the Great, just the two at the end, which is 3 and 4. But okay. Kirk does the deed. Okay, so we're gonna do this. This is P1. Here, I'm just gonna do this. 2, P3, P4, 4. Okay, and then we're going to okay. PE4, Kurt does the deed. Kurt does the deed. Kurt. Dead Riding Hood, right? Dead Riding Hood. Okay. Dead Riding Hood. And we don't need the title because pages don't get titles. Only title pages get titles, which are page zeros. Only page zeros get the title written in them. Okay, and then this one is How to Steal a Totem. How to steal a totem. C. Control V. Zanzibar, that's fine. And then this, I need to add the underline. Okay. How to steal a totem, underscore, not hyphen, underscore. How to steal a totem. Okay, that's great. Okay. Now, here is where we modify the door. This is going to go to Dead Riding Hood, so Kmart in the background. Anyways, this is also. Wait a second. I don't have to steal a totem. How about that? Totally have to steal a totem. Let's take out Kurt does the deed here. Let's make sure Kurt does the deeds out of here too, because it's just a page. It doesn't need to do that. And have steal a totem. Oh, they're both have steal a totem. One's page 2 and one's page 3. See, they're the same deal. Except for the door now is going to go to Dead Riding Hood. So let's go ahead and copy that T4 page 4. Yep. Copy. Let's go back to here. And we're going to paste. And we're going to go ahead and paste it here. And we're going to make sure that the door 2. So that's the door to Red Riding. Okay, I guess I should save all of the 3 of them now. I wasn't going to do that, but that goes to Dead Riding Hood, and then this one we're going to copy this. Control C, and we're going to go over to this. This one's called Dead Riding Hood. This is going to go to page 3, page 2, How to Steal a Totem. Oh no, it's going to go to page 3. That's right, page 3, How to Steal a Totem. Right. Okay, and then Control V, and then there we go. that. Now this is, of course, Dead Riding Hood again. Where's Dead Riding Hood? Let's go over to Dead Riding Hood here. Here, copy. Over here, so it's called Dead Riding Hood. Page 1, Dead Riding Hood. And then we're going to copy, go ahead and copy that. Sometimes it's quicker to just type it out, but we're not worried about that. We're going to delete this, and it's going to go to page 3. So this is going to go, this one goes to page 4, this one goes to page 3, because it's going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Okay, and we're going to save this. And now we're going to go to Kurt Does the Deed. Okay, the actual deed here, which is the actual title page here. Now, this is going to have, I'll put the comma in afterwards, but this is going to have 2 pages. So, 1 and 2. So, if I got that right, oh, I don't have more multiple page deals, but that should work. It should be fine. So, we're coming here to this guy right here, copy. So we're gonna page 1, go to 1, paste. Okay, and then page 2, copy. And we're going to go ahead and put this in 2, paste. Oh, I messed up. Where is how to steal a totem? These need to be underscored. Underscore. Underscore. No. Oh, darn it. I screwed up. That's supposed to be an ID. Sorry. This is supposed to have underscore, 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 and underscore. Okay. That's all right. Okay, Control S. So that's 3, 2, and 3. Okay. Right. And then that's correct, and that's correct. Okay. So, okay, that's all good. That's all good. That is good. Kirk does the deed. And now we have 2 doors. That was because of that mistake I made. Oop. That. Now, that being said, let's go ahead and Control C, Control V, Control, oop, Control C, Control V, like that. Save. Okay, so everything should work. Doors should work properly. Now we'll see if they do, but they should be proper. Now before doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and just like delete, close these, since I've saved them. And then here we're gonna go ahead and whoop, wrong deal. Here we're gonna go ahead and reload, saved scene. Hopefully everything was saved. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay. Page 4. Page 3. Page 2. Page 1. That. This goes over to here. That, like so. All right. It'll be okay. I'll move everything over when I need to. We'll see here. We'll see. In fact, let's do a check and see how many pages. I mean, obviously, uh, okay. This doesn't actually look like that many pages, which is not. But how little of pages is that? Only 12. See, only the first one was that little of pages. I don't know if I should have more pages or not, though. Um, or maybe I should just leave it, and not worry about it, right? Should I not worry about it? It's not. There's not supposed to have that many, anyways. I was saying 20. I was saying 20 at a max. But anything under 20 is probably good. Although, I don't know. Let's see if I can brainstorm something. But first I gotta finish these, and then yeah. So we need to. Kurt does the deed. Um. All right. So we're just going to go ahead and. Okay. Now, what did I say the first one was? The first one was what? Okay. The first one was Dead Riding Hood. So this is where he's going after Red. Okay. Hit 1 to go after Red. Hit 2 to get the totem of leadership. That's the official title. That's why I put it in quotes. Sees Max leaving. Kurt hides behind the huts and looks around the village to decide what to go after first. Should he go after Red or the totem? Okay. So we're going to save that. We're going to save room data. I'm going to clear that. Clear the output periodically because sometimes it'll get chuggy if I'm like editing a real long deal because it anything that I put in there in the description and the descriptions are long end up being output to the output window as something that that Redot does, the Redot editor does. Okay, so I said on the chat, but I don't know if okay. I did see you on the chat and responded on the video. Okay, I'm just letting him know, like nobody else in here except for me. That's okay. That's okay. All right. All right. Um. tomorrow I probably won't be running this video here. I don't know if I'll run any video or not, or if I'll just run those little other deals. Hmm. Okay. Alrighty. I should stop staring at that. Okay, so that's what this says. This says, okay, this says that. Okay. Um, check that out. So we're gonna put all of this stuff here. Hit 1 to fetch the totem of leadership. Okay. Oh, there's one thing here. Let's edit the door specs real quick. That's gotta be choice 2, choice 1 and choice 2 when I actually. Okay. Save room data. Okay. Ah, nose is bugging me. Dang it. I don't know what caused that either. I suspect it's nose hairs, which is a little too much information, but it's annoying. So annoying. Okay. So this is going after red. Okay, so let's pull this back up. Hit 1 to fetch the totem of leadership. Okay. Okay. Hit 1 to continue. Transfer God College. That's fine. We can actually put this in both Control C. 1 to continue. Let's go ahead and go in here. Cut this. All right, we can cut that out. And we'll cut that out. So why? The only sound that's heard fro. What? Oh. All right. Okay. That's that. Okay. And then there is this. Instead of returns, doesn't return yet. Hit 1 to go after red. Okay. Okay, we're just going to do that. We're going to Control S. All right. Let's see if this reads. How this reads here. Okay. Kurt returns, but as he nears the village, he sees Max leaving. Kurt hides behind the huts and looks around the village to decide what to go after first. Should he go after red or the totem? We can capitalize red, but that's not going to hurt anything. Hit 1 to go after red, hit 2 to get the totem of leadership. Okay. So we hit 1. Kurt signals a werewolf warrior standing off away from there. There's Kurt then tells a warrior to tell red he knows. We're going to say he knows about Grandma. about Grandma and to follow. We'll say and to follow. When the warrior brings Red outside the village, Bert waves him away. Before she has time to react, Bert's already on her. Um, Nobody hears anything in the village. Okay. We're gonna do this. Alright. Kurt goes back in the werewolf village into the raft's hut, starts to grab the totem, and when Thorn, third Raft's third in command, stops him. They fight and Kurt wins, but does not kill Thorn. He then takes the totem. Hit one to go after Red. Okay. Now, he goes after Red here. Kurt finds a werewolf warrior standing guard. Let's see. A warrior walking patrol and stops him. Kurt then tells the warrior to tell Red he knows who attacked Grandma and to follow. Kurt's then standing in the forest near the village when the warrior approaches. And tells him to leave. Kurt's waiting. Here we just. Kurt's waiting. In the forest near the village. And the warrior approaches and tells him to leave. Kurt then proceeds to reveal himself as Grandma's demise. The only sound that's heard is from the forest. Is that the only sound heard? Only sound heard from the forest is that a very very standard. It's a standard, I guess. I don't know if that's good, but standard forest sounds. Okay. Yeah, I always glance at the user count and restream, and sometimes it will say 3 and sometimes 2, so presumably someone leaves that point. Okay, anyways, okay, so have that, okay, Control S, and let's check this one out real quick. Kurt goes back into the werewolf village in the Ralph's hut, starts to grab the totem. Oh, that's cool. Goes back into the village already in the Ralph's hut, and he starts to grab. Wait. Uh, what does this one say? Does this one say it already goes back into? Okay, so that means that this one goes back into the werewolf village and into Ralph's hut. He starts to grab the totem. Okay, so let's check this out again real quick. This is that shouldn't be a goes back into, but we'll see here. Uh, he doesn't go back into the village at this point, so we need to say Kurt goes into Ralph's hut. Okay, and okay, so that should do it for chapter 6. I guess I won't really get to get a good start on chapter 16, but we'll see here in just a second. I'll start the process after I decide here what I want to do here. Should I just leave it at 13? I mean, the first one's like or 12 or whatever it is, or should I actually add some more? Eh, what about here? What about here? This actually seems like it could have something inside it, but um you know what? I won't worry about it, right? 20 or less, right? 20 or less. This conforms. This is I know it's only 12 actual deals here. This is could be a guard in Wrath's hut. I mean, I don't strictly need to do this, but this is kind of a short page, really, and it just says they fight, and he goes into the hut. But there'll probably be a guard on Wrath's hut because he doesn't want anything stolen from it, and he puts his most trusted guy on there, so he knows that his trusted guy isn't gonna steal the totem from him. Okay, so how about I think of something to add in here, and it only needs to be uh, it needs to be some way of distracting the guard, and it only needs to be like a couple of pages worth, so that it's actually not a bad idea. Of course, I have to do it on both sides of the equation, you might say. So if I did 2 things here and 2 things there, that means 4. That means 16. Actually, that's not bad as far as the amount of pages. So if I actually add a little extra doohickey in here. Okay, so let's think about real quick. How do we distract the guard? And it can be something fairly easy. Um, in fact, let's do the thing where somehow it alerts Thorn. So one of the deals can be that he can essentially ask the guard to come towards him. And since he's the second in command right now, he'll probably obey him and say, you know, I need you to go do this thing or whatever. Oh, that could be. I could do two ways. The two ways. Okay, I just figured that out too. That's good. Okay, so what happens is the guard's there, and so he just needs to get the guard away. It's just a single guard, uh, and to be able to stop somebody from going into the hut. Okay, but since he's the second in command, he's got a little bit more authority than somebody else that just wants to go into the hut. So and then third also has command, so he can actually do the same thing if he wanted to. But so he whispers to the guard to come see him, and the two options are he can either try to tackle him, knock him out. I mean, he could probably kill him, but we're still keeping it family friendly. We're still only restricting the deaths to what's necessary, and this wouldn't be necessary. So he can either knock the guard out or he can send him somewhere. Okay. Now, Thorn is going to spot him, and he's going to wonder what's going on. He's also, we'll say he comes right as, oh, so in the first case, no, in both cases, he sees Kurt going in there, and he's suspicious of him because he doesn't really like him. He knows that Kurt kind of formed like a dissent. Maybe Raph doesn't even know how much Kurt doesn't like him. You know, that could be it. That's probably a good idea, anyways. So, um, let's do that. Okay, so let's see something here. Okay, I'm gonna put this down underneath the hit one because I'll probably be changing that too. So, um, this is supposed to say Kurt goes into Wrath's hut, but it's not gonna matter here in just a second. Um, okay. Kurt looks at Wrath's hut and notices the guard notices one of the pack standing guard. He then goes around the village till he's directly behind Wrath's tent, and then sneaks up on the guard. Um, figures there are two ways to do this. Either he can uh, command him to go somewhere else. Two ways to do this. He can either command him to go somewhere, or he can attempt to subdue him. Hit 1 to... I guess I'm not going to get to 16 at all. I guess that's the way that works. That's okay, though. We'll probably get 16 done tomorrow. Hit 1 to give me a guard another command. Hit 2 to try and subdue him. Okay. Okay, so we do that. So instead of going after red, we're going to do 2 new deals. So that is page 4. We're going to do page 5 and 6. Okay. So let's go ahead and add 5 and 6. Okay. Okay. So did writing ahead. We're doing this one, right? We're doing this one. No, we are doing. That's right. He's going. Right. It's this one. Okay. That's gonna be 5 or 6. All right. Let's go to door specs. Uh, let's copy. Control C. Control V. Let's make this choice 2. That. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to call this copy. We're going to go in here and we're going to call this paste page 5. That's going to be page 5. Okay. We're going to do this, and this is going to be page 6. That. Okay. 5 and 6. Okay. Let's go ahead and go to the chapter like this. Let's copy that. Copy. Then here. Paste. Okay, like that. And go in here and paste. And shoot. I'm going to try to get this done. Now, so the first thing we asked here is to command the guard. So, uh, a distracting word like that. Okay, and we'll just clear that there. And we'll also put it here, a distracting word with underscore, a distracting word. Okay, and then here will be, this is going to be called I don't know, the knockout. It's not really that great of the knockout. Rename. No. Knockout. What am I thinking? Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so this is, okay. Copy. We're going to go into here. We are going to, distracting word is the first one, like that. And then this one, the knockout, copy, go into here, and we're going to do this OV like that. Okay. We're going to save room data. Okay, that's good. Now, it's too bad that I did that way, because okay, well, it'll be fine. Copy, come to here, let's go to the door. Paste, except this is actually going to, this one is going to go to here. So, copy, back up to here. Go ahead and paste this in there, Control V, enter, and copy here, and we'll edit the door specs, so we'll paste that in here. Okay, save it. Save room data. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and take these, and we're going to pull them down a little bit so that I can go extracting word versus the knockout right there. That. And let's actually put this over here like so. Come on, come on, come on, come on. And this can actually be that. This can actually be out here like this. It doesn't really matter that much. We'll pull this up in here. That. Dang it. That. We'll just leave it like that. Okay. That's good. Now, we need to edit these. We'll say to go to red, essentially. Hit one to go to red here. We're going to say hit one to go after red. Okay. And we're going to say here is, okay. So, okay. Okay. Let's check this out real quick. Hopefully I'll get this today. We'll see. I'm on a tight schedule here. We'll see. Okay, so what does it say here? Looks at notice standing goes around the village directly, figures there and sneaks, either command him to go somewhere, or you can tip to subdue him. Give the guard another command. Okay. Hurt whispers and the guards ear and commands him what does the command do? Commands him to find wrath. When the guard hesitates, He tells him that Ralph might be angry that he's not following orders. Really? Then Kurt tells him he'll guard the hut while he's gone. With that, the guard hesitates a little, but ultimately leaves. Oh, you know what? Oh, wait. No. That's right. Oh, I need another one. That might even put me over my quota a little bit. It only needs to be a single though, I think. Dang. Oh, unless I just make this a one-off where he fights. After he is gone, Kurt goes in to grab the totem when Thorn, Wrath's third in command, enters. Okay. Let's do it. Okay, but let's go to the fight here. How to steal a totem. Let's they fight. Okay. Okay, copy. So that's good. Okay. So Thorn tries to stop Kurt and they fight. But Kurt ultimately wins. And grabs the totem and leaves. Hit 1 to go after red. Okay. Okay. We're gonna just copy this text here. Okay. Actually, we'll copy this part too. That. Okay. And we'll go in here. And we'll check this one out. And we'll say, do this. And actually, he doesn't hesitate here. He actually Kurt whispers to the guard to look at something he found behind Ralph's hut. When the guard follows him, Kurt knocks him out with a small log. Okay. After tying him up, after We'll say, okay, after tying him up, Kurt goes into Raph's hut. He grabs the totem when Wrath's third in command enters. Thorn tries to stop Kurt in a fight, but Kurt ultimately wins, grabs the totem, and leaves. Okay. Hit one to go after Red. Okay. Actually, that looks good. That's good. That's good. I don't need a space there. Okay. Control S. We're gonna go ahead and save room data. And how much time do I have? I'm gonna have to stretch it, doggone it, because I'm out of time now. But ultimately, we're gonna be finished here. So so what happens here? Returns to Fairy God College. Returns to Fairy God College, but we're gonna do this a little differently. We are gonna copy the text. Oh, that's right. 7878. Okay. This is 4. Okay. Let's do something here then. It's checking we're in the knockout, right? And I'm gonna copy these. Copy and paste. That's okay, because we're gonna rename this. It's gonna be the same. Oh. Sorry about that. Rename this to, so it's 5 and 6, 7 and 8. So this is 7. Oop. Dot. 7. Okay. And then knockout, rename this to 8. Let's take that copy out. That. Okay. So these are essentially kind of the two of the same thing, right? We're going to go ahead and we are going to check the word, the knockout, no. We're going to do this one. We're going to do this one, this one, this one. Open with text editor. And the reason we have this one is we need to copy the door. So we're going to copy, both of these doors, or this door, into this one. So it's going to go to the same door like this. Zanzibar the Great, and this is also going to go to the same door. 12E. So there's that, and there's that, and then we're also going to call this. We're going to call this 7, and it's actually the same page in a sense. Control S, and we're going to go into here, and this is going to be 8. Page 8. Knockout. That. Okay. All right. And we'll modify those in just a second, but what I need to do is I need to copy. I actually need to copy the doors. Let's see something here. Let's actually close these. I'm going to close all those. So I need to go back in here before I load anything up. This one's how to steal a totem. This one's how to steal a totem. This is page 3. So page 3. So we need to page 3. We need to open that up, and we need to open both how to steal a totem. So let's open those. Text editor. Okay. The 3 is the one we're concerned with, but the this one we need to copy the doors. So we're going to copy these doors. Okay, but we're gonna say 7 and 8 in here. So we're gonna copy the doors here to this. Okay, Control V, and we're gonna name this 7 and 8. That. Okay. All right. So we have those two. And then all I need to do is just reload the thing here in the deal here, and then all I need to do is place them properly, and then also edit them to where they when they go down here that it says it properly. So let's go ahead and reload, save scene. Okay, let's go ahead down here. That's page 8. That should be over here. Page 7 should be over here. So something like that. Okay. Now, the funny thing is I think we're like right at. Oh, we might be at 18. Not sure actually. So if we do this now, where are we at? 16. So there's 16 of them. That's good. That's actually good too, as far as the page count too. So that kind of works. So almost close to finishing chapter 6, and tomorrow we'll finish chapter 16. By the way, so that's good. So I'm supposed to be done right now, but I gotta finish these last couple of deals here before I put everything back to normal, back to whatever. Okay, so let's open this up. We're gonna open this up, okay. And so, how to steal a totem. Starts to grab the totem. Okay, so we gotta copy the other how to steal a totem. So we gotta copy that first. So let's go ahead and copy the text. Try to subdue them, and Control C. Okay, let's go down to this one. Let's check this out. Let's go ahead and paste. We'll paste it down here. Control V. Just until we'll keep it like this. Kurt looks at Ralph's hut. Let me see something here though. Okay. Let me check this out. Okay, and then this one says, what does this one say? Kurt goes back to the village just outside. Okay, then he looks and okay, tries to subdue him. All right, then this is gonna go up. Hit 1 to go to. Kurt goes. Wait. Continue. Kurt goes to Fairy God College. Kurt goes to Fairy God College. Okay. Goes back to Fairy God College. Hit 1 to continue. Okay, that's good. We're gonna edit this too. Which one's a guardian? Ties on thorn. Kurt returns to Fairy God College. Period. 2, 1, 2, continue. Okay. Now, I don't have time to test it today, but I'm not going to be that worried about actually testing that. Let's go ahead and take this and we'll put this over here like this, and we'll do this, and then let's do that. Okay, that's all right. All right. Let's take this, pop them up here. We'll pop this up here a little bit. Come on, get up in there. Get up in there. Okay, I don't actually care that much if it's not exact. Okay. All right. I think we got it. I'll have to test it tomorrow. Save room data, make sure everything's saved. But actually, before I do that, I'm actually going to move these around here now. Um, Select all these. That. We are going to move this right here. That. Okay, that's all right. Okay, that's fine. Something like that. That's all right. Okay. Now we're going to take the rest of these, and we're actually going to move them to align directly underneath. But before I do anything here, let's okay, that will be okay. I mean, I could make them a little bit more, yeah. I could spread them out. I could move this down there to where the tops align here, but we're just gonna not worry about that. Let's just go ahead and pull this up here like this. Actually, I might worry about it now. All right, so let's take these four and let's move them. Move them out. These. Move these out. About equidistant. About. Yes. Let's pull this down. That we'll just okay. I don't know. I don't know what's right. Now it just looks weird. And that's fine. It's fine if it looks a little chaotic, anyways. I mean, it's not like it's a big deal. Yeah. Let's shift. Shift. Now we're gonna place this up here. I know we're gonna be working on the other, but we're gonna place this right up here, kind of on purpose, so that when I add new pages, it'll be right where it's supposed to be. Okay, good. It looks like we got chapter 6 done today, and tomorrow I guess we'll get to chapter 16. Uh, and I might be able to get done with chapter 16 tomorrow. Um, if not, I'll get it done on Friday, like I was planning. Get it done tomorrow, then maybe we can start on chapter 7. Or actually Zanzibar's arc. I'm gonna do the same thing that I did here. I'm gonna take the 2 chapters, the stuff with Zanzibar in it, and I'm going to look at them and look at where I can add decision points, and hopefully, like I said, no more than 1 or 2 per chapter. Well, there's actually 3 decision points, and no, there's only 2 decision points, so 1 or 2, uh, depending on how much stuff there is. And then we'll do all those chapters, anyways. So yeah, that's about it, and let's do my little end recording. Start recording. Today is Wednesday, January 21st, 2026, and today I got chapter 6 done. And whoa, something is wrong though. What just happened? What is reload save scene? What in the heck? What's going on there? I must have extra pages or something. What the what? What happened? Oh, I need to check the rooms. Did I have more extra chapter 4 stuff? What the heck just happened here? I mean, really, what just I think it's a placement thing. What's that? A knockout, a distracting word. Dead Riding Hood. What are these doing down here? That's what I want to know. Let's pull this back up. Let's pull this back up there to see if we don't have accidentally have some duplicates or something. Oh, that's because this belongs here. I don't know how that got screwed over like that. Curses of the Modern Warlock. Flying Horses. Curses and the Modern Warlock. Okay. I mean, I don't know why that's weird like that. Is anything else like? Oh, I see. Because I selected all but those 2 because of where it was sitting. Okay, that's all. Okay, let's just make sure that we save everything like it's supposed to be. And let's reload save scene. Everything's good. Everything is good. And I didn't realize it was still recording. So, okay. So, I don't know if I'll remember this, but okay. Let's go back here. Okay, today is Wednesday, January 21st, 2026, and today I got chapter 6 done, which comprises of, that one's just a chapter page, but no, not this one. There we go. 16 pages, and that's all of chapter 6 there. We had a couple of decision points down here. We got some decision points up there, and everything is good. Okay, that's what I did for today. Okay. So that's done. Whatever. So thank you for watching part 2, and we finished up chapter 6 today, and tomorrow and Friday we'll finish up chapter 16. Hopefully I'll get it done tomorrow, but if not, then my original goal was by the end of Friday. Thank you, and join me tomorrow.